Yes, good morning. It is Tuesday, I believe, Tuesday the 9th of January 2024. And it looks like we have breakthrough. I woke up this morning but to be honest, my alarm didn't go off, which was bad. I woke up this morning to a lot of messages from different reporters. It wasn't the reporters messaging me, from my friends and people in the Spurs community, showing me what different reporters had said about the Dragusin deal. And it very much looks like Tottenham could get this over the line in the next 24 hours. Fingers crossed, it looks like there's some good news. We're going to go through what has been said. There's been a number of reporters, just to give you an idea, and we'll look at Romano's in a minute, but just to give you an idea of some of the reporters, we have had Negotation has given his take on it. We've had Florian Plettenberg has given his take on it. We have had, where are we? We've had Fabrizio Romano given his take on it, with a twist as well today to that deal that I don't think any of us saw coming. We've had Matteo Moretto has had his take on it. So lots and lots and lots of people having their say. We're going to get into it in a minute, but it does look like a deal is close. Spurs have had a bid for Radu Dragusin accepted. The bid took about 11 days to come. We all know what Daniel Levy's like, but finally it looks like we're going to get this over the line. Now, I never count my chickens until they come home to roost. I never count my chickens until I see that he is at Tottenham having a medical and holding up a shirt, because we've been here before. But in principle, this is very, very good news. There's been many, many reports from lots of people. I'm going to say hello to a few of you guys, and then I will, start having a look at some of the reports. And we'll start with Fabrizio Romano, but I believe Matt Law has tweeted as well. It is what it is. So who have we got in the chat before we get to Fabrizio Romano? We have got Anetta in the chat. Yes, I have seen Rory's Timo Werner video. I've also seen a number of people calling out Timo Werner for being very poor in the last few days. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying what's been sent to me. A lot of the folk on Talk Sport have been calling him out. Some journalists have been calling him out. Chelsea fans. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's see. It's on Ange. He's got to make it work. He's the one that wanted him. This is on him. So let's hope he can get the best out of him. Get that fraud Arteta at my club. Said, morning, Savva. Good news for you a lot for getting Man City in the cup. We'll talk about Man City in the cup, of course. We won't forget that. But obviously the Dragusin news has kind of overshadowed that. But we will talk about Man City at home in the FA Cup fourth round in just 2 games' time. We play Man United away this weekend, and then on the 20, it'll probably be the 27th, 28th, 29th, one of those 3 days, we will be playing Man City at home in the fourth round of the Cup. A draw that I would suspect both managers would have wanted to avoid, if we're going to be brutally honest. But we'll get to that. Ash, big up, bro. Thank you for everything. We talk a lot, Ash and I, on WhatsApp about Tottenham. Crazy 24 hours. Only Spurs. Only Spurs. Apparently, Ash said, it looks like we will get our man saving a massive £1,600 from 9 days of negotiations. Here we go soon. What's that? 180 quid a day? 190 quid a day? Something like that? 170 quid a day? Saving. Go on, Levy. Battle of the buns when we play Man City. Martin Knightsbridge, good morning to you, my friend. Hope you're well. Let's get that. Here we go. Gaza 1991 saying you might get the here you go. Here we go on your show. I don't think so. I can't see that we're going to get the here we go this morning. I'd love to, but I just don't think we will. Good morning. It's not confirmed. It's confirmed that they've accepted the bid. Huge difference. They've accepted the bid. Personal terms were agreed last week. It should be straightforward from here. But in the world of transfers, you never, ever know, do you? There were talks that Bayern would come in. Bayern have not come in. Bayern have not come in. There's been a lot of tweets. Should we get to some of those tweets, shall we? Should we get to some of those tweets? By the way, smash the like button as you enter the room. Come on, this is going to be a good day for Spurs. Let's make this a good day for likes as well. We should be on over 100, 150 likes. There's 300 of you in it already, which is crazy. And please do smash the subscribe button. We're not far away from 12,500, which is mad because 10 days ago, we weren't even at 12,000. So please do smash that subscribe button. It is pinned in the chat. It is pinned in the chat. So if you haven't, please do subscribe. That would be amazing. Let's have a look, shall we? A bit of a timeline from Fabrizio Romano. So, actually, it'd probably help if I shared the screen rather than me just reading out what I've got in front of me. So if we have a look there, let's see. Everyone can see that, right? So Fabrizio Romano, Tottenham keep working on this was 11 hours ago. So what was this? This was last night at about 11 p.m. 11 p.m. UK time, midnight in European time, depending where you are in Europe. I don't know why I said that. He came out and said, Tottenham keep working on the Radu Dragusin deal. The club still confident to make it happen. Spurs want to close the deal as soon as possible. I don't believe that was true ever. Negotiations at final stages, a key 24 hours ahead. Then he said, FC Bayern have not sent a formal bid to Genoa for Dragusin. So Bayern have not bid for the player so far. It looks like they've got other fish to fry, as Don Robbie at Arsenal likes to say. That was then preceded by some news about Ten Hag, some news about Timo Werner. We'll get back to that in a minute. We'll continue the theme with the Dragusin. Then this morning, 2 hours ago, so about 8 a.m. UK time, Greenwich Mean Time, Romano said, Tottenham official proposal for Radu Dragusin has been sent to Genoa as expected. 25 million fixed fee, 5 million add-ons. New exclusive detail. Now, this is where it gets interesting. A new exclusive detail. Jed Spence on loan to Genoa from Tottenham Hotspur FC. So I'm not sure if anyone saw that coming. Jed Spence at this last minute has been added in as part of the bid. Now, we don't know if that's been accepted or do we? I'll come to that in a minute. They said all parties are working to get the deal done and sealed now as Bayern have not sent bids yet. So clearly at the moment, Bayern don't see him as first choice. They haven't bid, which is good for us. Get it over the line. That was 2 hours ago. Followed by this an hour ago. Genoa are now prepared to accept Jed Spence as part of the Radu Dragusin deal, which was 25 million euros with 5 million euros in add-ons. It would be a low move until the end of the season. Negotiations continue today in order to get Dragusin deal done with Spence included. So we've gone from Tottenham want to get a deal done to 25 million plus add-ons. Now Jed Spence, they've accepted the idea of Jed Spence on loan, but they're still negotiating. I'm asking the question, what are they still negotiating on? What on earth needs to be negotiated now? Have you ever known a football club that takes this long to negotiate a deal for a player who is 25 million euros? I don't understand. Let's get back to what I don't believe that was the end of it either. So Romano then went on to say a little bit there about Onana, a bit there about Yunus Konak, a bit there about we'll come back to this because again this is intertwined. Apparently, that Bayern Munich have also got Kevin Danso on their centre-back list as well as Radu Dragusin. So this is an interesting one. Keep an eye on this. I don't know if this will have any bearing on Tottenham Hotspur's bid for Dragusin at all, but Bayern Munich looking at centre-backs all over Europe, it would seem. Some news about Maatsen. But then 6 minutes ago, whilst we've been live, Romano has said Tottenham and Genoa are locked in talks to get the Radu Dragusin deal done after official bid sent earlier today. Talks on payment terms and final details now. I've never known anything like it, ladies and gentlemen. Never known anything like it. So this is where we're at with the final update so far today, is Tottenham and Genoa are locked in talks. 25 million euros, 5 million euro in add-ons, Spence on loan as well, talks on payment terms and final details. Now, I mean, there's a lot for me to go through there. There's a lot for me to go through. I'll come to some comments in a second. What on earth is happening? Jed Spence, 25 million euros, 5 million euro add-ons, still talking. They're still talking. They're still talking. Liam, this isn't Bayern. Bayern haven't bid, Liam. That's not how this works. It's not. Don't ever doubt the Ange. People have to stop this. Everyone's an expert on Ange. Stop it. It's getting embarrassing. Bayern Munich haven't put in a bid for Dragusin. Stop this. It's getting embarrassing. Big up, Tigaro. Always in the chat. Always supported me for days, for months and months. Has said Dyer was wanted by Bayern, but they're now after Dragusin. Did they finally realise how crap Dyer is? The recruitment team in Bavaria needs to be sacked. Well, I've seen today that they're also after Kevin Danso, as we just saw there. Yeah, I have no idea. The thing is, what I would say for them is this. If we're saying they wanted Eric Dyer, but let's be fair, they could have Eric Dyer any minute they want. Any minute they want. But haven't pulled the trigger on it. They haven't pulled the trigger on it. Let me just say thank you to my thumbnail guy. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. They haven't pulled the trigger on it. So I don't think they can be that desperate to bring in Eric Dyer to the football club. And thank you to the 2 people that just subscribed. Let's get a few more subscribers, shall we? Let's get towards that 12,500 mark. That would be absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Tagaro, let's see how this play pans out. Does this pave the way for Dyer? Do Bayern Munich go and look elsewhere? Do they look at a Lloyd Beatty? Do they look at Kevin Danso? This is going to be interesting. Also this morning, Real Madrid, I am seeing, are looking to take Alphonso Davies to the Bernabeu. Does that have any bearing on what Bayern do? Tagaro, it's going to be good fun, isn't it? As always, frustrating, but good fun in the transfer window if you're a Spurs fan. Cantab said, who do we think is coming next after Dragusin? I mean, I don't know. It's taken us 11 days to get this deal anywhere near done, isn't it? Let's get this one over the line first. Spence is going to Genoa. Sorry, someone has sent me something here. No. So this is the problem. When you're on YouTube, everyone starts sending you the same thing. So I've just been sent the Fabrizio Romano thing about 15 times. I do appreciate that because sometimes I do miss the news. Where are we? Oh, where are we? So it looks like maybe the 5 million euros plus, the 25 million euros plus the 5 million add-ons wasn't enough, but Jed Spence could be the tipping point. Let me know your thoughts on that. A good move for Jed Spence. Lots of people talking about attitude. Didn't really get fit. Didn't really get going at Leeds. Could he at Genoa? Let me know your thoughts on that. Yeah, great deal from the top man. It's only taken him 11 to 12 days of negotiating. Yeah. Shot 11 has said most complete centre-backs in Europe. Christensen of Barca, Van Dijk of Liverpool, Ronald Araujo of Barcelona. I love Araujo of Barcelona. He's a top centre-back. And Danilo Pereira at PSG. I'm not sure what's this based on. Is this some sort of stats-based method? But some good centre-backs in that list for sure. Joshua said, pick up Savva. I accidentally sat in your Thursday morning stream. Thank God Dragusin looks over the line and Bayern have went somewhere else. Listen, you're welcome. You're more than welcome here. Dragusin, rather John Stones. By the way, I don't think I don't think there's any way or shape or form that John Stones is leaving Manchester City to come to Tottenham Hotspur. Let's not start pie in the sky type transfers. Why would John Stones want to join Tottenham Hotspur? There are levels to this game, unfortunately. Good morning, Tony Rodriguez. Good morning to you, channel member. Good morning to Anna Dawes, who's also a channel member. Good morning to Trigger. 501 is also a channel member. Big up to every single one of you. Good morning to Paul71. I hope you are well. Wes, also a channel member, said big up Savva and the chat. The stress of waiting for this deal to happen. I feel like I've aged a few years. It will never change, Wes. Don't worry. All these people who tell you it's changed, Ange's here, it's going to be different. It's not. Daniel Levy will drag out any deal. I don't want to hear that Johan Lang's doing it or Paratici's doing it. This is what we've been experiencing for 23 years. This is going to keep continuing. 25 million euro players taking 12 days to get done. And I'm not saying it's even done, but please just get it over the line and get him in the squad. If he signs today, it gives him a few days of training with his new teammates. Get it done. Yes, we have looked at that. Yes, we have looked at that. Simon, big up. He's a channel member, also an Arsenal fan, struggling with his Arsenal at the moment. Has said, can Spence be considered a good buy because he pushed the Dragusin deal over the line? Not for me. Not for me. No, it was a terrible bit of business at the time. I don't know why we done it. Loads of people praised it at the time. Not for me, my friend. Not for me. So everyone is sitting, waiting with bated breath for the deal to get over the line. Probably praying that in that time we don't see a cheeky bid from Bayern Munich. Praying that we don't see that. Come on, Spurs. We've got to be able to get this over the line, haven't we? Big up Nige, another channel member. So morning, Severn chat. Another day off with man flu. Much love all. The dreaded man flu. No one likes the dreaded man flu. I hope you feel better soon, mate. Hope you feel better soon. I'm just trying to see if there's been any news from any of the outlets. Please bear with me. Any news from any of the outlets? Not at the moment. No. Timo Werner, according to Romano a couple of hours ago, is going back for his second stage of his medical today. We knew that was going to happen. The medical last night, they always follow up with a second stage. So that should be good. We'll get that done. No other news at the moment as things stand. I've just been sent this. So apparently, Florian Plettenberg, apparently, God, see what I did there? Apparently has said something. So bear with me 1 second. What has Florian Plettenberg said? He hasn't said anything. Has he? Again, another one. So it says that FC Bayern have directly spoken with Tottenham bosses about a permanent deal and agreed upon the parameters for Eric Dyer. But an official offer has not been submitted yet. Dyer still waiting on a decision. So far, no hijacked attempts for Dragusin. There has been occasional contact between Freund and Dan So's management in recent weeks. So it very much looks like Bayern Munich are just keeping their options open across Europe. Now, you would think that Bayern Munich, let's be fair, Bayern Munich have Upamecano. They have Matthias de Ligt. They have Kim Min-jae. Now, a lot of the talks are saying that they want to offload Matthias de Ligt, and that's why they're looking for another centre-half. So maybe one is the domino effect for the other, but we'll see. But there's also some young centre-half at Bayern Munich that are rated very highly. When I've gone on to the Bayern Munich podcasts, they've told me that. So this should be very, very interesting. Orange Fancy said, I Savva, Jed Spence has helped us get Dragusin. I mean, yeah, if we want to look at it like that, yes, he has. So I'm just trying to catch up here. John Kramer says, Savva, we're probably going to play City anyway. Surely you'd rather play them at home rather than Etihad at Wembley. This is the best. No, it's not the best draw possible for Tottenham. No, it's not the best draw possible for Tottenham. I get it, yeah? We can beat them. I'm not saying anywhere. I've never said that we can't. But anyone saying this is the best draw possible of all the teams we could have faced in the FA Cup fourth round, this is nonsense. John, come on, mate. This is not the best draw possible. For all you know, Liverpool could have drawn Man City at Liverpool and Liverpool could have knocked them out. So then you wouldn't have to play Man City. So this isn't the best draw possible. That's a little bit going over the top there, isn't it? Well, Bayern have never been in it, Larendeb. When we're saying Bayern have dropped out, I think people need to be really careful with their words. Bayern haven't bid. We've got to remember that. Bayern have not bid. There's a difference between Bayern bidding and dropping out and not bidding, and they've not put an offer on the table. Alex McCarthy said, how many signings do you think will make this window? I think it will be 3. I think it will be Dragusin, Werner, and I think possibly another loan, seeing as how long it takes for Spurs to spend any money. So we will see. We will see. Tisnado 22 said, big hello, Mr. Savva. Thank you for all your hard work you do for us fans. Have a great day. Listen, I enjoy doing it. I really do. So hopefully people enjoy it. But thank you very much for the kind words. Better than the trolls. If you too have liked it, please do smash the like button. There's 570 of you in here and only 156 likes. People, we're nearly at a 1 in 4 ratio. It keeps YouTubers alive, the likes. All I'm asking for is the likes. Come on, and look. Can we get that? Can we get that to 12,500 today? That's 61 subscribers. Can we get a few more subscribers? The link is in the chat. Werner is on his way to Tottenham for the second part, or at Tottenham right now for the second part of his medical. Big up, Simon. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm back, feeling better than ever. Been back for about 2 weeks now, but better than ever. Hit the bar is asking. We've not had the here we go yet. They're still in talks. They're still negotiating some final details. So no, we have not had the here we go. I'm checking lots of outlets every second for you to see. But no, we have not had the here we go yet. We have not had the here we go yet. 1 second. We have not had that yet. Uncle Disraeli said Ten Hag looks like he's about to. Okay, so I didn't know what that was going to be about. Werner announced today, plus Dragusin confirmed, will just be amazing. Yeah, look, this is what we should be doing. This is what we said. We needed it in early. The first 10 days of the window will be great. For me, the Dragusin deal should have been done ages ago. John, you're starting to bore me a little bit now, if I'm honest. When you're saying Tottenham are the only club that have been proactive, yeah, we desperately needed a centre-half more than anybody, didn't we? The Ange effect. I don't know about you guys. I love Ange, but it's just cringe now. It's just everything is getting a bit cringy. Spurs have taken nearly 12 days. Yeah. Nearly 12 days. We haven't even got it over the line yet. And people talking about an Ange effect. Nothing's changed in the way we do transfers. 12 days of negotiating. I mean, come on. It's just getting a little bit, cringe. Ange. The Ange effect. It's like nothing's changed. They've been talking since the 29th of December. This deal, if it gets over the line today, that will be 11 full days to get a 25 million euro centre-back over the line. This is the type of fan I would love on the channel to debate, because people like this is just becoming cringe. And I don't know if you supported Spurs before Ange, but if you did, you would know that nothing has changed. Big up to Martin Knightsbridge, said Levy would be a good divorce lawyer. Oh, Martin, thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, he would indeed. The amount he'd be a brilliant lawyer at anything. The amount he drags out any type of deal or negotiation. Jesus Christ, the guy. I won't praise him for this. This deal should have been done. Get the deal done. Come on. We're now 25 million euros. It's peanuts. It's peanuts. And Jed Spence. We don't even want Jed Spence. Yes. Cantab, another channel member, saying Genoa can take Ndombele and Cess for free if they want. Yes, they can indeed. They can indeed. Chris Beresford, big up, that said moves being made in the market. Hugo gone, Perisic going, Dar on the verge of going, Hill and Regulon to leave. Finally, maybe clearing out the squad for a much needed refresh. Oh, fingers crossed. I mean, it's been needed for about 5 or 6 years, hasn't it? Some of these players have been here way too long. Way too long. So hopefully it's starting to happen. Philly has said it's the indecisiveness that does your brain in as a fan. If this is a player you have chosen, then stop talking, smash down an offer. Boom, 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 boom. Loves music has said, if this deal is hinged on Spence going the other way, then fair play to the board. Matt Lauren intimated the deal might be held up due to 777 money regarding Dele Alli. I'm not saying fair play to the... You can say it. I'm not saying fair play to the board. I just don't understand how it takes 12 days to get a deal done. You watch. See that guy there that just praised Spurs being the only club active in the market. Watch when City or Liverpool or Arsenal or Villa make a move for a player. Watch how it doesn't take 12 days. You watch how they go in 48, 72 hours, unless it's a massive deal, unless we're talking about 100 million for Ivan Toney, right? You watch, if they go in and get a player, it won't last this long. They will go in, put in the bid, it might get rejected. They'll go back in the next day with a new improved bid. They'll get their man. Diaby to Villa was a case in point in that. They had 3 bids rejected in the space of 4 days and still got their man. Yes, Dragusin is, the bid has been accepted. We're just in final negotiations, apparently. I tell you what, the life of a Tottenham fan, it's never easy, is it? It's never, ever easy. Is Brian Hill leaving? There are reports yesterday that Fiorentina are looking at Brian Hill. Now, I don't know if that's true, but there are reports that Fiorentina and a couple of Spanish clubs are looking at Brian Hill. I guess we won't know just yet. So big up to Tigaro for his super chat. Really appreciated that earlier. 7SC has said, big up Savva, loving the content. Hope you're well. Big up to you. I hope you're well, buddy. Always another one so supportive of the channel. Really do appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. Really, really do. Tigaro's come back in again, very generous, and said, Tanganga is a puzzle will not solve unless sold. Are we talking Tanganga? Are you talking about? If you're talking about Tanganga, sorry, what are we talking about? Am I Tanganga? Is that what we're talking about? Let me know, Tigar. I think you're talking about Tanganga. But thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really do appreciate you. And another one, always in my chats, always appreciate it. Mark Cook said, let's like and sub to get Savva to 12,500 today. Yeah, thank you very much. Really do appreciate that, Mark. Always supporting me in my comments. So thank you so much. At the moment, nothing else. So at the moment, as it stands, it was the message from earlier of the 24 minutes ago that Tottenham and Genoa are locked in talks. Locked. I don't know what that means, but they're locked in talks. Bob, down under, big up to you. Said, hi, Savva. If closed today or tomorrow, will be fantastic from the club with 2 in and out by the second week of Jan. Absolutely. Absolutely. For me, you've got to get this guy in. You've got to get this guy in today so you can get him training with his teammates. Absolutely got to get him in. No excuses. Get him in on the pitch against Man United at Old Trafford. Got to get it done. Stuart has said you need another monitor or 2 when the transfer window is open. I mean, I've got a tablet open, a mobile phone, and the monitor. Plus, I've got Sky Sports to the right of me. So, yeah, it's like a CCTV control room here. HMQ has said the parameters for Dyer. Don't tell them he can't judge a cross ball. Brilliant. Brilliant. Rob has said they wouldn't be playing Dyer at centre-back. How do you know that, Rob? How do you know that? But there is that versatility to Eric Dyer. He's versatile in that he's bad at centre-back and at centre-mid. So let's see what they do if they do buy him. But they've not put in a bid. Again, Bayern Munich seem to be monitoring a lot of players and not bidding. So I think they're just scouring the market. Big up, Yudo67. Good morning to you as well. Daryl Denton, good morning to you. I think Daryl's been with me since day one, if I'm honest. I said, Alex, with speed of transfers, probably just 2. Yes, absolutely. And also very, very generous from very generous from Martin Knightsbridge. Martin Knightsbridge has just gifted a channel membership. Let me bring that up. You can see there, Martin Knightsbridge has gifted a channel membership. And I believe, if I can see, that was randomly selected to go to Alpesh Patel. Alpesh Patel has been gifted a channel membership by Martin Knightsbridge. So thank you so much, Martin. That means that you've been given a membership for the month. When that runs out, you'll have to decide if you want to keep it or not. I believe it's like £2.50, £2.99, completely up to you. But thank you for the generosity, Martin. You are very, very kind, very, very nice man as well, having spoken to you away from YouTube. It's crazy, isn't it, Martin? When you actually speak to people away from YouTube, no one's as they seem. I'm not saying you seem bad here, but you know what I mean? Like a lot of people speak to me off YouTube and go, oh, you're quite calm and relaxed. Yeah, because my life isn't Tottenham. I just love Tottenham, right? We'll get to the City news in a minute. I mean, we could talk about it now. Man City at home in the FA Cup fourth round. Now, lots of people are doubling down on their positivity. I was going to say toxic positivity there, but that's not true. Lots of people doubling down. This is the best draw we could have got. Not for me. I want to avoid the Liverpools, the Arsenal. Sorry, Arsenal fans. I want to avoid the Liverpools, the Man Uniteds, the Man Cities, the Villas, the Chelseas, the Newcastle. I want to avoid them as long as possible. Get as deep as possible. Because Man City at home, it doesn't matter whether we've got a good record against them. They've also beaten us a number of times. This is a tough game. Man City with Kevin De Bruyne is back. Erling Haaland, I'm hearing, is going to be back for the game. But is Romano back for the game? Is Maddison back for that game? Sonny will not be back for that game. That weekend is the weekend of the first knockout stages of the Asian Cup. And I'm looking at South Korea's draw, the group South Korea are in, and I can't see them getting knocked out. What I also can't see is there are 658 of you in it and 252 likes. People, come on. It's free. I'll never ask for your money. This is a free show. It's a free channel, right? But please, can we not get that means there's 400 of you that have not smashed the like button. People, come on, it's my bread and butter. Just smash the like button. It's right below where you're typing comments. Come on, people, let's do it. So let's talk about it. Man City at home. Listen, by then, Van der Ven will possibly have had one game. Depending if he plays at Old Trafford this weekend. Romero wouldn't have played any football. Maddison wouldn't have played any football, depending on if they're going to be back for that game. So it is roughly 18 to 19 days away, that game. So depending on who's coming up, who's going to get fit, I don't think we'll have Basuma or Sarr or Son. So this is going to be interesting. Will Man City have Haaland back? De Bruyne is definitely back. Doku is definitely back. John Stones could be back. So there's a lot of moving parts for both clubs. Oh, Stephen, stop it. You're too kind. I don't believe this is true. If I was so much better than the other YouTubers, I'd have more subscribers. But yeah, listen, look, I'll always just be myself. Come on, people. We are now exactly 50 away, 50 subscribers away from 12,500, which would be magical stuff. Costa del Spur has said it's like some Ange cult is happening. Honestly, the moment you say anything about Tottenham now, it's the Ange effect. You don't trust Ange. You don't know Ange. I'll be honest, right? What made me laugh, Costa del Spurs, is I like Ange. I'm a big fan of Ange. I think he's going to do really good things. But I remember in the summer how many people didn't want this man. And now doubling down on, it's the Ange effect. Ange can turn water into wine. And it's like, oh my, relax. Rekka Vimenon says, Savva, how many GA do you think Werner will end up with at the end of the season if he doesn't get injured? I have no idea which Werner we're going to get. I was thoroughly unimpressed with him at Chelsea. He had a decent season last season. He had a good season last year for RB Leipzig. Fallen out of favour. They wanted better. And they're now prepared to let him go on loan, plus sell him for £14 million in the summer. I don't know. Something doesn't sit well with me. But what's he got? 18 league games. Look, if he can get seven or eight goal contributions in what, 18 games? 7, 8, 9, it would be amazing. 1 in 2. 7 or 8 would be just fine. As long as he contributes something, right? If you're bringing a player in and you're paying all his wages and he's going straight into the team, as long as he contributes something, I'm all for it. But what we will do is people will, again, they'll double down. Even if he just does the bare minimum, people will go, oh, see, good signing. So for me, listen, for me, I'm judging this. This is who Spurs brought in. Get in there, make the difference. Settle in immediately. He knows the Premier League. He's 27. He's a seasoned international footballer. Let's see. And I really do hope it works. Future's bright. Future's anyway. It says, Savva, sometimes things take time, mate. Good things. No. I'm not hearing all this. It always takes time. I hear this every window. I've heard this for 23 years. Sorry. Good things comes to those who wait. I've been waiting for 23 years, like many of the other people who don't like the owners. Isn't this improvement? Yes, it is, but it's taking ages. Yes, it's an improvement, but it's taking ages. For me, he should have been in for the Burnley game. Anna Dawes has said, always so many moving parts with Spurs transfers. Never seem to be straightforward. Always deal one is only done when part 2 is sorted. Then we do part 3 and 4. Agreed. Wing Commander says, Savva, you seem to adore Man City, but they're a pack of cheats. I would hold off any praise until case completed. Wing Commander, I don't adore Man City. I admire what they are as a football club. I would hold off any praise. Okay, no one's asking you to praise them. You can't tell me what to praise and what not to praise, I'm afraid. So, no, I won't be holding off any praise. What they've done in the last 5-6 years to dominate football has been ridiculous. There seems to be this thing that if a team is very good, everyone wants to hate them. I get it, but hey, that's not me. I want to be that. I want to strive to be that. So adore is not the word. I think that's a really silly word to use there, but good try. John Kramer said, but they haven't made moves and don't have new players in, even though in some cases they are in desperate need. Man United need about 5 players. But John, you think Man United need about 5 players. Man United are in the middle of having 25% of the football club taken over that changes the complete direction of the sporting side of the football club. So it's never going to be a massive window for Man United because they're sorting out new ownership. So when you say they haven't made moves, sure, but none of them need a centre-back like we need a centre-back. Yeah? So, John, listen, I get it, but the positivity, I like it, but it's just like we're always trying to find ways that we're better than other clubs and all these other clubs win things. So I'll hold judgment until what we've done actually bears fruit. Right, okay, Wing Commander, another one. I'll just move you on. It's just getting silly. Stop being silly. Most people are having a really good football chat in here, and people like you and John Kramer fan are just like incessant. Geez, mate, I was trying to make it. Oh, sorry, I didn't get it. So listen, Tigaro, mate, listen, dude, I don't know. I see so many comments in a day. I don't know the tone in which they're written. I don't know. I see what you're doing now, but yes, big up to you. Right, Wing Commander, you're out of it. Right, it's getting boring now. It's absolutely boring. Left centre, hi Savva. Question to you and the viewers: Are we able more easily to sell players because of perceived upskilling or polishing by Ange and his coaching staff? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. When I see that we're selling them, we can make a judgment. But so far, I haven't seen anyone that we sold. We'll wait until it happens, right? We haven't sold anyone so far because of Ange upskilling them. I haven't seen that yet. When we see that, I guess we'll be able to make more of a judgment on that. Big up, Bill, in the chat. Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Sorry, loads and loads of comments. Levy with a bevy said we'll get these two in early, and Paratici will be tasked with bringing in his chosen youngster for the window. That seems to happen on the regular. Phil B, big up, oi Pete's. Let's City. Stomp City has said City not as good as Liverpool. Oh, I mean, this is the treble winning European champions that have won 5 of the last 6 years. In what world are they not as good as Liverpool? No. Cantab, yeah, no one would want to play City, let's be honest, did not want City. Absolutely. I think, again, unfortunately, John Kramer fans always in here, but saying that you actively want Man City in the FA Cup in the 4th round, imagine you lose that. You're out of both cups having played 3 games. Again, Ronnie's another one that doubles down there. Why wouldn't you want to go deep into the competition? If they knock us out this early, will these people still have this opinion? Honestly, I don't want Man City at all. Look, well, we know the problems we've got, Daryl. We know the problem. We know the problems that we've got in terms of player-wise and injury-wise, and fans are still calling for Man City early on. 58% are happy with the draw. Yeah, I said, who's happy? Are you happy with drawing City in the Cup? 57% have said yes. If they knock us out, remember that, people. Just remember that, right? 57%. People are doubling down for me. People are doubling down. It's madness. The easiest draw is the best, but in the same way, we don't fancy in our heart of hearts, Pep and City will also have preferred. Listen, I'm not saying they would have wanted us, but I didn't want them, Phil. In no way, shape, or form would you want them. Here we go. Many of us love a good game of football. Playing Man City is the way to go. Okay, I'm taking receipts for this. Everyone that wanted this draw, I'm taking receipts. City won't win with CVC and Dragusin plus Werner, yeah. Sure, I get it. I don't understand. I can't understand this for me. I don't understand. Yeah. Bayern doing the dire shuffle, trying to get him in for free with a non-bid for Drags. It's the dirty Bavarian cheap stuff. God, good God. Joseph Tyler, said, morning, Savva, hope you're well. At least this time we'll have Van der Ven and hopeful some fresh new faces that will affect the game. I hope so, mate. I just can't believe that anyone would want to sit there and go, yeah, let's draw the best team in world football in the cup. It makes no sense to me. Tommy G said anyone who voted yes, that they're happy to have drawn City are in denial and stupid. Listen, I'm not going to call anyone stupid, but it is denial for me. It is denial. Yes, absolutely, Kantab. Please do like and subscribe. Hopefully we'll get some news come through. If there is some news coming through, no, that's about Mateja Popovic. It's not about Radu Dragusin. Samantha said FA Cup was probably the hardest draw possibly. Only good thing is that it's at home. I agree. I completely agree with you. Tony H saying, come on, takes a second to hit the likes. We're on 340 likes, 672 of you inside the place. Come on, people, smash that button. I wanted Maidstone. I wanted to go and watch Spurs play Maidstone at Maidstone. We finished this now. I said, let's be real. The FA draw was a disaster, especially the timing. KDB, Doku, Haaland back, and Son, Saab, Basuma out. Possibly Romero and Maddison as well. The only positives are that it's at home and wasn't Liverpool. Agreed. I really, really do agree. And it's a breath of fresh air. Yep. Man City, sorry. Sorry, but 1 second. Man City at home, and every delusional Spurs fan saying we're going to smash them. We beat them playing low block defensive attacking football. Now we play the exact opposite. I think everyone's look. We had a good point against them a month or so back. Was it? Yeah, just over a month ago, we had a good point against them. And I think people are thinking now that because of that we're going to win this game. Listen, we could win this game. I'm not saying we can't, Shem. I'm not saying we can't at all. It's at home. I just know that I don't want to play the best team in the country at this stage. Surely you want to play them when this is a semi or a final, don't you? Because if you go out, all the people that have said, oh, it's good to play them early on, they'll then change to, well, we'd have had to play them at some time, but not for me. Sorry, loads and loads of people. Chris Lewis, good morning, and said, hi, Savva. Do you think Tottenham will try to sign Gallagher as he has 18 months left on his contract? Lots of noise about that, but I think haven't both Poch and Gallagher said that he's going to be staying at Chelsea? I believe that they have. Dan Kilpatrick has now said that Spurs are now close to a deal worth 25 million euros for Radu Dragusin, with Jed Spence offered on loan for the rest of the season. Werner medical day today. He stayed overnight at Hotspur Way. It's like a hotel over there. It's like an absolute hotel. Yeah, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. We look like we're edging towards it. Finally, more a relief than excitement, isn't it? At this stage, more a relief. Philly said, I love it. Savva fans are always different when you get to understand them away from YouTube. Absolutely. I think this is the thing. The problem is YouTubers put themselves on screen and everyone thinks they know our lives. And everyone wants to attack and everyone wants to troll. And I don't think sometimes they understand that our loved ones as well see some of the verbal attacks and stuff. So, yes. So apparently Bayern Munich have inquired this morning about Danzo. Apparently that's the news coming out that Bayern Munich have inquired about Kevin Danso. So watch this space. I don't know how true that is. You never know in the transfer window, do you? I'm trying to catch up with all the comments. So please. Black and Music says, spoke to City fans who didn't want this draw because they know Pep might overthink it. Sure, I don't think they would want this, but that doesn't change my opinion that I don't think we want it. I think Bushranger, grow up. What do you mean I'll be in the mud again with Werner? What was I in the mud? What have I been in the mud about so far, Bushranger? This is when I said that people just want to say what they want to YouTubers. What have I been in the mud about? For 23 years, I don't think I've been in the mud about this football club. Please do share what I've been in the mud about. For me, I think Werner's a decent player. Whether he's successful or not will be depending on what you as the individual fan want from him. If he's good, he's good. And I say, you know what? Cool. But what have I been in the mud about, Bushranger? Grow up. Tagaro said Rome wasn't built in a day, but it fell in less than that. We will build the foundations and we will win the crown. Yeah, I've heard this for 23 years. Yeah, please. This is why when people say things like this, Tagaro, I over my head. I've heard this for a very, very, very long time. I heard about this with Conte. I heard about this with Redknapp. I heard about this with Poch. I heard about this with Martin Jol. I heard this with Glenn Hoddle. I heard this with every single manager Tottenham have had. I have heard the same thing. Rome wasn't built in a day. Foundations. I hear you, but we've got to follow it through. And that's where I'm not sure that we will. I agree. I don't know, Josh. I don't know. It's Daniel Levy in a transfer window. Thank you to the 2 people that just subscribed. If you would like to keep subscribing, please do. The link, I'm putting it in the chat right now at 10:53. And it is pinned in the chat. So, Rob, again, another one. I'd rather play them now than in the semis or something, though. Why? Why would you not... that? Spurs fans actively saying they wouldn't prefer a deep cup run. What if they knock us out, Rob, this early on? This is mad. What has happened to our fan base? What has happened to us? If we go through, it's brilliant. If we don't, we can't sit there and go, yeah, but it's the game we wanted. No one wants Man City in the cup. No one. You know who wants Man City in the cup? Yeah, Maidstone, Eastleigh. The lower league teams, they want Man City away in the cup for a payday. Not Tottenham Hotspurs who want to win the FA Cup. Look, again, sorry, I've got to say it, right? I don't think we'll beat Man City, but I would rather lose early than lose at the end. John, listen to this. You talk about wanting to win trophies and then say you would rather get knocked out now than towards the end of the tournament. What on earth are we doing here as a fan? What has happened? What has happened to our fan base wanting to win trophies? Aqua Subs, big up to you, has said, have we spent 10 days negotiating to give Genoa exactly the money they wanted in the first place, plus a player? Looks like it. Looks like it. Bill, thank you. Incessant is a great word. Yes, I do like to chuck in a few nice words every now and then. Dan Skyline is not as positive. Listen, I don't think they'll kill us. Listen, for me, it depends what City turn up. And the worrying thing right now for me is City are starting to flex. Everyone's gone well overboard. They're not as good. City have lost 1 in 18. 1 defeat in 18 games for Man City. And they've won 8 of their last 9 in all competitions. This is a tough team. I don't know why anyone would actively want to play Man City. It's baffling. It's absolutely baffling. Levy is brilliant at marketing. He's not. He dragged the deal so that people will happy play the transfer. No, he's not brilliant at marketing at all. Manny has said, my first time seeing Savva doing a stream on his own. Fair play, rapid processing. Good job. I try my best, man. I'm very used to this now. Please keep subscribing. We're only 45 away from 12,500, so that would be magical. Listum, good morning to you, my friend. How are you? Said, will we do anything else in the window than Dragusin and Werner? I think we will. I think we'll do something towards the end of the window, probably another loan or a cheap deal. I do think we will. Not sure what that will be. I think that will depend on Brian Hill going out, maybe Højbjerg if he goes. Does Eric Dyer go? Because that could be Lloris, Dyer, Spence, Hill, Reguilon, and Højbjerg in the window. So we'll see. Fair play if Spurs can get that done. Fair play, because it's been needed for years. THFC 20, are we really underestimating City? Making me think we'll get... Listen, I never underestimate the big teams. You will never see me underestimating the big teams. I've seen this for years where we do this. We underestimate everyone. And then when we lose, we'll find an excuse. So no, not from me, mate. Not from me. Lewis, big up to you. I said, I'm seeing people say they would rather City now than in a final. I don't want them at all. I'd rather them in the final. Lewis, absolutely. So people would rather get knocked out in the fourth round than get to the FA Cup final and play them in the final. What? Have we forgotten what being in finals and winning trophies is about that much? Have we truly forgotten the heart of this football club? Tottenham Hotspur is built on winning cups. Tottenham Hotspur was built on winning trophies. Tottenham Hotspur was built on this, that feel-good factor. Now we've got this new breed of fan that would like, oh, we'd rather get knocked out in the fourth round. Now, I'm not saying they will knock us out, by the way. Before anyone says that, I've not said they'll beat us. But it's a tough game, isn't it? It truly, truly is a really, really tough game. Yes, but Rob, you're doing the opposite. It's better to fail aiming high than succeed aiming low. That's not what you're doing. That's not what you're doing. If we're going to win the cup, we'd probably have to play City. Get the game out of the way, win or lose. I don't get this mentality. Where are the winners? Where's the winning mentality? Where's the fan base that wants to win trophies? People keep telling me, trust Ange, trust the process. Ange is going to win things. Ange is magical. But our fan base don't even want to win things. This is madness, guys. Come on. Paul 123 has said, how can people want to draw City? I don't get it. Teams always want the easier draw. Boom, 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 boom. Absolutely. Big up to... sorry, I'm going to go for some super chats. I just can't believe sometimes what I read from our fan base. Our fan base in the last 20 years has changed so much that we have changed drastically as a fan base. Les, big up, bro. Hope you are well. Thank you so much, said. Good morning, Savva. Good morning to you. We need Dragusin for Sunday. Hopefully gets it done. Do you think we will get a midfielder in this window? Smash the likes. Desperately need Dragusin in for Sunday. Absolutely, Les. Can't agree with you more on that. Do I think we'll get a midfielder in this window? I think it all depends on whether Højbjerg goes out. The reason I use Højbjerg is you've got Bentancur's back fit now. Skip's fit and he's not going anywhere because he's English. So you've got Bentancur fit, Skip fit. I don't think Lo Celso's going to go anywhere. And then you've got Sarr and Basuma away at African combinations. I don't think you can afford to let Højbjerg go unless another one comes in. So there's my answer to that. I think if Højbjerg does go, we see another one come in. Only my opinion. I don't know. I'm just a football fan guessing. Anna Dawes, big up. I said, of course, City. We always find the hardest route through tournaments. Going to rename Sod's Law, Spurs Law. Big up Anna for the super chat. Yes, of course we got City. Listen, I would have loved a home tie against I don't know, Bristol Rovers, someone like that. Get as deep in the cup as you can. Build the confidence. Get used to playing knockout games in cups. For me, this is not the tie I wanted. Can we win it? Sure. I'm interested to see the teams that will play. We've got one game between now and the FA Cup. One game. Thank you so much, Anna. Jerome's come in with a couple of super chats and said, I did not want City now. I wish we could have had them in the semis or the final. We might have our cup run cut short with City firing right now. City, yeah, this is the problem, Jerome. They're ticking. They're starting. If you look at Man City's last 18 games, yes, they had a spell in there where they had some draws. Other than that, win, clean sheet. I think people are very much underestimating Manchester City. They do it every year. This is the time of year Man City starts a fire. I don't want them. I never want to play them in a cup because they've got quality throughout. Jerome has also gone on to say, why is Bayern after Dragusin? They are getting a good centre-back in Dyer. Well, to be fair, Jerome, they're not after Dragusin. I think that they've just said that they like him. I don't think they've not bid. So at the moment, they can have Eric Dyer instead. Martin has said, you are genuinely baffled by Spurs fans. Not all Spurs fans. Just it feels like, Martin, you know what it's like. When I was growing up, and you're of age, you know what I mean? Fans were desperate to win cups. Fans were desperate for success at this football club. Now it's kind of like, yeah, well, if we get knocked out in the fourth round, it don't matter because it was City. No. I don't want them. Big up to you, Martin. And Mazza has gifted one Football Heritage TV membership. I don't know who he gifted that to. He didn't get the say, but let me see if I can find out who Mazza gifted that, who that was gifted to. That went to, sorry, I can't find it, actually. Let me know if you were the person that was gifted the membership. It seems like it was a long time ago. Looks like the membership was gifted to TB. TB was gifted the channel membership. Guys and girls, I'll ask nicely. I will never ask for your money. Thank you so much for all those super chats. I really do appreciate it. What I will do is say that there's 685 of you in here and 390 likes. Let's get that to 500 likes. That's another 110 likes. Please do smash that like button. That would be much appreciated. There's some breaking news. No, not about Spurs this time. It's about Ian Maatsen finalising a deal to Borussia Dortmund on loan from Chelsea. I'm going to try and catch up. Greer said, going deep and not winning it is shit. You just play more games, get more injuries for nothing. There's the mentality of Spurs fans. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say anymore. We usually get knocked out of the FA Cup by half as good as City. So if we get them, so FD. Yeah, listen, bring it on, Dan, bring it on. But I would never say I want to draw them. Never. I agree. Listen, I agree. No, who wants to play them early doors? No one does. I would have preferred City in the final. Listen, I want a cup run. I don't know what all these other Spurs fans are on about. I want a cup run. I want to get to an FA Cup final and semi-finals and stuff, man. If we win. Listen, if we win, no excuses. Go on and win it. Ishak, isn't there a trend? There's also a trend that we lose against them. I think people only concentrate on, isn't there a trend that we beat them? I think they beat us as well. Just 2 games ago, our last 2 games against Manchester City have been what? What have our last 2 games against Man City been? Big up Tigaro, who has gifted another channel membership. Big up to you. I can't see who's gifted, who it's gone to yet, but membership's being gifted for fun out here today. The membership was gifted to Ben Salah Yusuf. Big up. Ben Salah Yusuf is always in here. Thank you so much, Tigaro. You've been very generous this morning. You always are generous. So thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that. We are City's bogey team at the Lane. I didn't want them in the draw either. However, Liverpool always seem to pepper us. If we beat City, I hope Liverpool get knocked out too. Yeah, I do. Liverpool, by the way, let's hope they get knocked out. But Liverpool are playing at home to Norwich or Bristol Rovers. So I would assume that they're going to go through. Manny has said, I'm off to the bottle to grab a bit of vino. I bet when I get back, Savva will have caught up with the comments. It's difficult. I try to read so many, but there are so many. Azad, come on, mate. Everyone's just talking football. Come on. No one spread hate. No one spread hate. Azad, look, read your surroundings, mate. Come on, it's a new year. Let's stop this, shall we? Azad, I hate to break it to you. Do you know what, right? Like, I am a human being, and the abuse does get just a little bit too much. All you've got to do is just talk football, right? I haven't spread any hate. I've not said City will beat us. I've not said Spurs can't win the FA Cup. I've not said Spurs can't get Champions League football. I don't know. I've always said all along that we will get Dragusin done. I don't know why people like you have to do this. Come on. Can we just stop this? I'm seeing a lot of my friends being affected by bullies like you on the internet that can't stop being rude to people. I've had a friend in the last few years take his own life because people are just bullying all the time. Please stop it. Please stop it. You have no idea what's going on in people's heads. You have no idea what's going on in people's lives. And this constant abuse that you turn up and come to chats with, for me, is just overwhelming. Please stop it, Azad. All right? I'm asking you nicely. I'm not having a go at you. Please just stop it. All right? Everyone else here, there's over 600 people here, all talking football. No one's trolled. And then you have to come in and just be nasty. Yeah? Just please. I'm asking nicely. Not having a go. Not emotional about this. Just please. I've got a lot of people messaging me in my YouTube comments at the moment, struggling with mental health, struggling, saying that they're finding it tough on the internet because they're being bullied, but they've got no family and there's nowhere to go. And then I see people like you all over the internet just being rude and nasty. When people do kill themselves and harm themselves, I hope people like you are proud of that. Stop it. Okay, that's my last message on that. Just stop it. Cam, yeah, as we said, Cam, they won't want to play us. But there's a difference between not wanting to play us and wanting to play them. Paul, let's catch up on some of the chat. God, how far behind am I? About 9 minutes. Let me see if I can. Winning mentality is wanting to go as far forward as possible, my friend. Winning mentality is wanting to go as deep as possible. Listen, if we beat City, phenomenal. Go on and win it. If you get knocked out to City in the fourth round, does everyone sit there and go, yeah, I'm glad we got City? They don't, do they? Let's be brutally honest. You sit there and go, oh, if we hadn't have got City. So for me, be careful what people ask for. That's all I'm saying. Okay, Cam. All right, fair enough. If they knock us out, remember you've said this. Just remember you've said this, Cam. Remember you've said this. I see people like Cam every year in my chat. Every year I hear this sort of stuff from Spurs fans. Every year when it doesn't work out, it's like, okay, all right. Yeah, these people probably want Liverpool away in the next round. I wonder if they would have said the same thing if we had drawn Liverpool at Anfield. Yes. Leo said, unless you was at the last cup final, I was there. 91. I was there for the FA Cup final. I've been to all of Spurs' finals, apart from the Champions League one where I had a family problem, so I couldn't go to that, unfortunately. But yeah, it's listen, I want to get as deep as possible. Let me just check Romano and see if there's been any news. I don't think anything else has come out on the Spurs front at the moment. John Kramer said, in my book, winning mentality is the belief that you can beat anyone, anytime, rather than wanting layups. There's a difference between the belief and actually going to do it, though, isn't there, John? As I said, I hear this from Spurs fans every year. People like John Kramer fan just say these things all the time, over and over and over again. Spurs haven't won a trophy for 16 years, John. 16 years. I don't know how long you supported Spurs. 16 years. Cam, it's fine. Cam, it's fine. It's fine. Fine. If you lot actively want City, cool. Absolutely. Absolutely, Terence. Absolutely. No one wants to play the big teams. The same way City don't want to play us. These people, Terence, have answered their own question. City don't want to play us. Of course they don't. They don't want a top team in the FA Cup this early. They want to go on and win it. I've never said that. I've never said that. I've said we can. Why not? Why can't we beat them? I've not said that. Please do not put words in my mouth. Please. Please. I think they are. Unfortunately, I do think they are. I think they've entered that championship winning mode. They tend to, in around January, February, one defeat in 18, Tigaro. One defeat in 18. Would you play City at home or City at Wembley? I'd rather play them at Wembley. It means we got to a cup final. It's a no-brainer for me. It means we got to a final. Look, people are going to have different opinions. I can always tell from seeing everybody every day in the chat, I can always tell who are going to be the ones that double down on it. The problem is with people like John Kramer fan and people like that, nothing against them. I love their positivity, but where they go so positive, they have to double down on it, right? They have to double down on it, and that's fine. But listen, all my mates that aren't Spurs have messaged last night going, God, City in the cup, you wouldn't have wanted that. Because everyone knows, no one wants City. No one wants Liverpool. I don't want to play Chelsea at the Bridge. I don't want to play Aston Villa at Villa Park. This isn't just City. God, no. Avoid the teams. Get them deep into the grounds. Spurs the greatest. Hi to you as well. Big up to you. No, Cam, that's not what we're talking about. No one's bullying our players. Who's bullying our players? Saying you don't think a footballer saying you think a player isn't very good isn't bullying. Sending them abuse is bullying. All right. I just don't get it. Big up, John Crawford. Thank you so much, bro. Big up to you as well. Listen, I just think it's simple. I'm seeing more and more people affected by this on a daily basis. And more I'm seeing people on the internet that just constantly want to go at people for no reason. That Azad guy, constantly, whatever show I'm on, you clown, this prick, this, that, this. It's like, whoa. Yeah, listen, cool. Listen, it's fine. I was just letting him know, right? Because he did it all last year. And it just gets to the point where, when you think, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, it doesn't do anything for people. And as I said to Sean and those guys yesterday, I've just started some voluntary work for a mental health charity, doing 8 hours a week, working with a mental health charity, speaking to people on the phone, that are struggling, so they can call you at any time. And if you can't pick it up, you can call them straight back. And it can be people that you don't know. It can be people that you don't know, but they just want someone to talk to, and they're struggling with their mental health. They're struggling with bullying. They're struggling with life. They're struggling with redundancy. They're struggling with the loss of someone in their family. And the more stories I hear, it's heartbreaking. The more stories you hear, it's heartbreaking. So I just don't understand what makes people want to jump up in the morning, get on the internet and troll someone. I don't understand that. If you can have a full-on row with someone, have a full-on row with them, but know them. Go on the chat. Like I would say to people like that, Azad, come on and have a chat with me. But the easy thing to do, isn't it, is to just be abusive towards people. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And as I said, having lost people that have committed suicide because these people are bullying, cyberbullying, I'll never understand it. I'll never, ever understand it. We've all done bad things in our life. We've all made mistakes. But there's no need for the incessant, I'll use that word again, there's no need for the incessant abuse. And unfortunately, someone like Azad has done that to me for months and months and months and months now. Now, people can say block him. It doesn't matter if I block him here. If I go on someone else's show, he turns up, this guy. And then what it does is it triggers all the other trolls in the chat who then just abuse. And it's just, there's no need for it. Absolutely. Ren saying we have Lifeline over here. It provides that service. They took me down from the edge before. Such a great service. Listen, I'm sorry to you went through that. Absolutely. I just wish, right? Do you know the shame of it is, Ren? And sorry to go away from football for a minute, right? The shame of it is, and not for me, right? I've been through my own feeling in that dark place and do I want to be here vibe. I've been there, right? But what these people don't get, right? What these people don't get, forget me, what they don't get about anybody that they troll to is the people that they do it to, if they do take their own life, if they do self-harm because of this, if they do lose jobs because of it, whatever, do those people then sit back and go, I caused that? Do they have that within themselves to say, I caused that? They don't. They think it's funny. Man up. You get all the time. Man up. Grow thick skin. That's what they say to people that are abused all day, every day. Grow thick skin. Yeah? Forget me. I'm talking about everyone. Things that happen on Twitter. Right? Things that happen on Twitter. People can say whatever they want about someone, and grown adults jump onto it and just go, yeah, they're accusing you. You did this, you did this, you did this. Go and kill yourself. You die. Hate you. This, that, the other. Madness. Madness. How the world works like this. And they think it's acceptable. And you know his next message will be something similar. So it's a shame. It is a real shame. I'm learning to deal with it now. I'm learning that it won't affect me like that. But people like that, unfortunately, are the scum of the earth. They want people to hurt themselves. They find fun in torturing others. And they don't know what's going on up there in some people. So anyway, back to the football. As I said, anyone that didn't see my message on YouTube Sunday morning, I have said, sorry, last bit that's not football. I have said, anyone struggling, reach out to me, message me. Please, I will talk to you. I'm not an expert on anything. I will be a friendly ear, right? I'll be a friendly ear. Whether you're feeling down, suicidal, struggling with money, struggling with life, split up, just have an ear. Don't be by yourself. Don't feel alone. Please message me, all right? Suicide rates have increased this year. Don't want to see it increase anymore. Guys and girls, please smash that like button for the last 12 minutes. Smash that like button. We have got 437 likes. Let's subscribe. Oh, we are tickling along nicely on the subscriber front, people. Look at that. 12,460. We are 40 away from the 12,500 rates. Let's get back to football. Let's move away from Spurs and Man City. It's crazy, isn't it, how a game of football can divide people. It's absolutely amazing. And bearing in mind, when I'm talking with John Kramer fan and these people, it's just football. It's just a football opinion, all right? Big up. Yes, there is the link. Smash it, subscribe. And if anyone needs me, message me. We can always, there's always a way through things, all right? Where are we? Sharvin, yeah, I'm just trying to, for me to do the 10 in 10s, I have to go and find a group of people that want to do it every day. So there will be another batch of them at some point. It's hard to get people and do it. So it is what it is. Man United winning last night, 2-0. Man United are through. So if we look at who's left in the cup, Man U are left in the cup. There's one of the big boys. Newcastle still in the cup. Chelsea and Villa playing each other still in the cup. Liverpool still in the cup. Tottenham, Man City. What this does mean for the FA Cup, whether or not Spurs or City get through, one of the big boys is going out. Right? One of them is going out. Spurs or City is going out. Plus Villa or Chelsea is going out. So if you do get through, if Spurs do get through past Man City, who are you going to have left? I think you're going to have Liverpool. I think Liverpool, unless there's a massive shock, are going to go through against Norwich or Bristol Rovers. Then you've got either Chelsea or Villa. Man U, you would think, would beat Newport or Eastleigh. And can Newcastle beat Fulham? There's no reason if you beat City, you can't go on and win the cup. There's no reason. And that's the reason why I wanted to avoid them. That's why I wanted to avoid them. I'm looking at the teams left and thinking, Could you go on? Big up. Thank you, Realism Jared said subbed. I don't know too many Spurs fans. You seem very level-headed for a content creator. Enjoy your views. Level-headedness doesn't work, unfortunately. If I wasn't level-headed, I'd have 100,000 subscribers. But because I'm level-headed, people think that I'm against Spurs and I love other clubs. And unfortunately, that's what you deal with. And then you get people calling it negativity. Sorry to hear that, Stephen. Sorry to hear that, mate. No one should have to go through that. No one should have to go through that. Guys and girls, listen, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to leave it there. We are back. What have I got? There's a good question. There you go. What's your schedule today? Today, I will have a video coming out in the next 2 hours. I am then live at... What time am I live? I should know this, right? What time am I live? I am live for a daily transfer update where we could have 2 deals done. Live at 5 p.m. I'm live at 5 p.m. and then at 6:30 p.m. I will be on Rance's channel. Let me just double check that that's the case. Am I on with Rance at... Hang on, 1 second. Dave, Rance producer. 6:30, I'll be on with Rance as well. So I will be live at 5 p.m. Check out my video in the next couple of hours. And then I'm live at 5 p.m. So please do join me for that. There has been a couple of super chats. Martin Knightsbridge says, smash the likes, people, coming for a man of age. Big up, Martin. Listen, I'm a man of age. You're just a man of more age. Big up, Martin. Really appreciate that, my friend. Really appreciate that. Mario, again, giving out another Spurs Football Heritage TV membership. Big up to you, Mario. I'll see if I can find out who that went to. It looks like that went to Sean Smith. Sean Smith, big up. Sean's always in the chat, so thank you so much, Mario. I'm sure he said thank you. Thank you so much for that. Really, really do appreciate you for everything you do, man. Legacy 11 has said no fan base in the world would want to draw City. I agree. This also applies to teams in the Champions League. None of them want Man City, but apparently our fan base want Man City. Okay, big up to you. And a user said, hey, Savva, I think Spence will scupper the deal. What, you mean he might not want to go there? Interesting. Spence will scupper the deal. Let me know your thoughts on that one. Let's see. I'm not sure. So video in the next couple of hours, live at 5 p.m., which is only 6 hours away. Hopefully by then we're going to have a lot because you've got Jed Spence, Dragusin, Timo Werner, Eric Dyer, all of these different moving parts. Let me know how you all feel at 5 o'clock. Let's see. Take care, everyone. Great show. Love you all. Take care. And let's just be a little bit nicer to each other. See you later, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.